seemingly inexplicable, definitely suicidal. It's around midday in the Gare du Nord in central Paris, and a young man carrying a butcher's hatchet, shouting Allahu Akbar and wearing what looks like an explosive belt, approaches a small police station.
I heard gunshots, 4 I think. It's just across the street from the school, next to the police station where there is a kindergarten.
Usually I see this on the television, and it's true, it's shocking to see this unfolding live.
It's a busy area. People quickly surrounded the body before it was eventually stretchered away. But only after a remote-controlled approach to what was initially assumed to be a real suicide belt device. On the man's body, a paper relating to Daesh with a message in Arabic, apparently claiming responsibility in some way. We may well never know what this man's motivations were, nor if he had any real connection with IS or Daesh. But after the events in recent months, not just in Paris, but across Europe, anybody approaching armed officers with a butcher's hatchet, apparent signs of an explosive device, and shouting Allahu Akbar is signing their own death warrant. All of this a year to the day from the massacre across town at the satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo. The journalists killed there remembered today. And whether this man actually had any connection to IS, the President of France spoke today as if the incident had been masterminded in Raqqa.
À l'intérieur, nous faisons face.
Inside France, we are tackling it by hunting down terrorists, dismantling networks, drying up sources of financing, and by blocking the propaganda of radicalization.
Later in the day, the Interior Minister, Bernard Cazeneuve, visited the scene, expressing solidarity with police officers.
La personne qui a procédé à cette agression.
The person who committed this assault and who is dead as a result of police officers being obliged to open fire has not been identified yet. In the coming hours, we should know more about his journey and his motives.
Paris remains understandably edgy, and today's incident merely underscores that. As dusk fell, large numbers of police officers at the scene looked on at the media, who looked back at them. All this as eyewitnesses hawked their video and photos of it all to the camera crews.